Greetings, peoples of the interwebs. Jake here, and with me are my co-hosts. Dave, introduce yourself.
I think you just did.
Okay, that's Dave. Jordan.
I'm Jordan.
He's Jordan. That could have gone a lot more smoothly.
Trying to make it hard for you,
You just go with the flow. And
then joining us once again is our good friend Reverend Spaceman, and this is like the fourth video you've been into. You're an honorary member of Pasty Pale Productions. Phil from Filmbeef.
It just takes 4.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a weird number to join your crew, but thanks.
No, I mean, like,
we're not conventional.
Yeah. No, not really.
But welcome.
Yes. We will make you a
Still
sandwich.
not getting paid.
Sounds great.
So right off the bat, Wade Wilson is talking to his wife, I believe. Unless, I don't know, it might be his girlfriend in this movie. They might change it up. I don't know.
Hard to say which way they're going.
Yeah.
I don't think he was ever married.
But significant other. Yeah, to some extent.
Could be wrong about that, but I don't think he was ever married.
I could have swore he was. But anyways, talking to her, and she's being incredibly optimistic. So, like, we can beat it, Wade. And he's kind of like, yeah, I just have cancer in my lungs, brain, and testicles? Prostate, there we go. I knew it was somewhere in that region.
Stuff I don't need.
Yeah. And so he's just kind of like, oh, yeah, it's fine. I don't need that stuff.
So, even before the transformation, he's still a Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just me, or does this trailer start out amazingly generic?
Yes, it does. Which I don't know if that's the direction they're going with.
Yeah, I think that was intentional.
Yeah.
Like the whole, we can give you abilities.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that was definitely meant to be.
Every comic book movie trailer.
Yeah.
And then the great shout out to Green Lantern.
Just don't make the suit green or animated. I love that.
I just love that Ryan Reynolds
acknowledges.
I mean, how
just has that much of a sense of humor about it.
I mean, how are you not aware of how bad that movie was? And hopefully they'll address like how Deadpool was portrayed in the Wolverine Origins movie too. Like, I think if they did that, like, the fans would be okay with how bad that movie is. They're like, okay, you've made your amends, Fox.
I think this whole movie just will make up for it.
Hopefully, because again, it looks pretty promising.
The whole trailer was
amazing.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It looks promising because they've already screwed up once, and they know not to do it this time. They know what to do.
Learn their lesson.
It just looks like everything I thought that could never happen.
And again, it's rated R, so it's gonna be like full-blown Deadpool craziness.
Red Band trailer too.
Yeah.
A few of us that have read the comics translated really well, I thought, just in the little footage we saw.
It was great.
And like at one point, he was like on that bridge talking to Colossus, who I was kind of surprised he was in that.
Cool.
It's a little random, But I mean, he is in the X-Men universe. So.
Talking to Colossus and that one kid, and then he just looks at the camera and is like, cue the music. So obviously he's going to break the fourth wall, which why would he?
He has to. He has to.
And just, like everything's
like
awesome.
I thought I saw Blind Owl in the trailer, which is a nice kind of more obscure Deadpool side character.
Because I don't know.
It's kind of cool that they're bringing in people like that. Like,
educate the people on who Blind Owl is, Dave.
Blind Owl is a blind woman who I believe Deadpool lived with.
Is she an actual
at one
owl?
point? No, it's A-L.
Oh,
it's
okay. Gotcha.
Owl, not Blind Owl.
Okay.
She's not
I thought you were saying owl.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What sound does an owl make, Dave?
You're going to have to help me out on that one. That's a whole other thing.
Where? That's what they make.
Where?
Yeah. Where?
What? My owl impression.
I thought there was an owl in the room.
I think we're aware what birds are.
Birds of prey.
But anyways, proceed with.
Where is that movie? But I mean, she's a fun-loving, curmudgeonly, like the type of person you wouldn't think Deadpool would be cohabitating with, and that's why it works so well.
Alrighty.
Opposites attract.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, it's just another kind of weird situation that why not put Deadpool in? Anything you want to add to that, Richard?
Huh?
Anything you want to add to that, Richard? Anything I'm missing or forgetting, or was I just completely off about that?
I'll be honest, I had to leave for a second to check out things, so.
Yes!
Alright, well, give us your version.
Most professional video ever.
Yeah, who is... Explain to these good people who Blind Owl is.
Is to you.
I think you probably know a little better than I do, but from what I know, and I didn't hear your explanation,
we're not gonna edit this
she's
at
like
all.
some old lady that Deadpool was hired to kill, and he felt too bad about it, so he just kind of kidnapped her and kept her in his place.
Okay.
And just kind of begrudgingly grew to accept each other. That's my understanding of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well done.
I forgot what like the actual arrangement was, but yeah, like I thought they lived together. She would pop up occasionally. Like I remember reading one, I'd completely forgotten about the character, and it's like, oh yeah, like they lived together. Like she wasn't like huge. She kind of just pops up.
I mean, I did like that little scene where I think like he walks in and it's kind of like, oh, it smells like a bag of dicks in here.
This movie's gonna be
Like
amazing.
very R-rated it was, and apparently Stan Lee works at a strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know Stan Lee is.
I didn't know he was doing a cameo.
Yeah, that was him.
I watched that trailer like 4 times and I did not see it any time.
I caught Stanley first time.
Maybe that's a big. I just caught it the second
I
time.
mean, it's a strip club. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to look for the old guy in
I'm
glasses.
hoping he makes a Stripperella reference. Stan Lee did Stripperella.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
I can't believe we never got a season 2 of that.
Maybe she'll join the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
She better.
I hope. I don't know if you guys have played the Deadpool game, but I played it a
I
little
have.
bit. Okay.
This guy has.
All right.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing.
I'm hoping like midway through the movie he just like takes a script and changes it the way he wants, or because he does that in the game.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like,
just not
oh, yeah,
going well for him,
yeah.
so he rewrites.
Turns into a side scroller.
Yeah.
You know, so this is over top. You know, like, oh, we got 16-bit graphics now. What the fuck?
Yeah. And he complains about getting like a D-list villain. And
Speaking of villain, like, anyone know who the villain's supposed to be in this movie, or is there one?
I don't even care.
do they need
Yeah,
one?
Damn. That was the next thing. It's like, if there isn't one, I
you
don't
could
think.
just walk around eating chimichangas
Just
for
be
2
a-
hours.
a day in the life
I
of
would just
Deadpool.
watch.
Yeah.
I just watched 2. I'd watch like a 4-hour Lord of the Rings length Deadpool movie. Him just, you know.
Which you can now
shooting people up
properly
and saying
reference
cool
because
shit.
you've finally seen at least one of those movies.
The good news
Yeah, I finally
is
saw it first.
he can cross over with X-Men, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll get Deadpool
Yeah.
and
I
Wolverine
think we're
together.
supposed to get an X-Force movie.
God, I hope so.
But who's
Yeah, they're
going to be
working on that, too.
Wolverine
That'll-
though?
Oh yeah, that's
Hugh
right.
Jackman's done after
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
I'll step in the role as Wolverine.
You
I can
as
get the- I
Wolverine,
can get
the
Reverend
one shot.
Spaceman as Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just get all of ourselves cast.
Yeah.
So start hashtagging this, people watching this. So that way we can join the
I don't
Marvel.
know that's how casting works.
It's totally how it
I'm
works.
sure it is.
We're
Yeah.
starting a new thing here.
Come
Yeah.
on, Jake
Yeah.
with claws.
Yeah. I can already get the
That'll
chops
tie
in
into
2
our
weeks.
Transformers reboot, you know.
Yeah. We're working on changing Hollywood for the better.
My pilot for Shark Whisperer still trying to get that approved by ABC.
I want every bit of involvement in that I can get.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you were on Home Improvement.
Yeah, I was. Jonathan Taylor Thomas's stand-in, a few episodes, so check those out.
Season.
Like 5 or 6. It was the later ones, you know, when Randy's in high school. Anyway,
Deadpool.
I think that comment alone is very Deadpool.
It really was.
Yeah.
This podcast is the spirit of Deadpool.
Yeah. We're channeling
Yeah.
the greatness of Deadpool.
So I complained a lot about the music in Suicide Squad's trailer,
Yeah.
but the music in this trailer is perfect.
Yeah.
totally makes up for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they.
Yeah, this was just, there was nothing about this trailer that I just didn't love
Yeah.
Yeah, they
thoroughly and
finally
inappropriately.
finally
That's why I
got everything right.
keep saying it was just a fun trailer.
Yeah.
I haven't had that much fun watching a trailer in
I
a
know.
long time.
Like having X Gun give it to you as the song is perfect considering who he is.
And then like the I guess on that interstate or whatever, that highway scene, the SUV flips
The
over.
whole test footage.
Yeah.
So he's kind of just
got
like,
this movie made.
just
Or
raises his
greenlit,
hands. He's
anyway.
like, you're probably wondering why I have the red suit. And so bad guys won't see me bleed. That guy's got the right idea. He's wearing the brown pants. And it just
That line
jumps.
was in the test footage too, but it's
Yeah.
still just as fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then just
I didn't even notice that last part in the test footage. But
It's amazing how quotable this like 3-minute trailer
yeah,
is.
which
just imagine a whole
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
90-minute movie.
yeah. Imagine like after
I
the
hope it's at
movie,
least 2
everyone
hours,
and their
but-
mothers will be quoting Deadpool.
Maybe not the mothers, not yet. But,
I think my mother will.
will your mother
She
see
might.
the
You
movie?
never know.
But yeah, oh yeah. Everyone in my whole family wants to see Deadpool.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I foresee that, like, after the movie drops, people are just gonna be like Deadpool quotes.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, any social media.
Even more shirts at the Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, more shirts at Hot Topic and all those places.
Except for Ryan Reynolds. And I like that they actually... I don't think they just totally deformed his face as much as they needed to, but I like that it's not just... He's just really pale or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's still Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Because that's the part I thought...
Like his mouth is sewn shut or something like that.
Yeah, something stupid shit like that. Or what, he's got laser eyes.
Yeah, just no. Let's not bring back memories.
I want him to acknowledge it though.
Yeah,
I think he probably will.
He's going to acknowledge on his past.
Yeah.
He already acknowleded Green Lantern.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The movie will probably open with some big monologue by him and voiceover about all that stuff.
Sorry about my previous.
Can you believe that will be over like that?
I hope he's like sitting on his couch watching the movie.
Watching himself
this is
in
how
Wolverine.
You just see him on the set directing the movie.
Well, apparently the original script for Deadpool was like he leaps out of the script because he hated the way he was portrayed in Wolverine Origin. Just starts like killing all the writers, and then he's just in the real world, I guess, going on a killing
like
spree.
Deadpool versus the Marvel.
I'd be happy with that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But I think like the way the producers or writers, whatever, they're like, this is what we want to do, but I don't think the studio is going to let us just have Deadpool leap out of the script and start chopping heads off. But I kind
of hope he does.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2.
I hope this is so successful that they just do whatever they want for the next one.
He's got to acknowledge Stan Lee, right? And like have a full-blown conversation with the guy.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Well, I think Deadpool acknowledged Stan Lee in one of the comics. He's kind of like, hey, you're that comic book guy.
Yeah.
I hope it's just like that.
And Stan Lee's just kind of like, what are you talking about? I work at this strip club. It's like, no, you're
I
not.
hope they're just sitting together at the strip club, both getting lap dances at the same time, just talking.
It's like, Stan the Man Lee.
Stanny boy.
Yeah. Let me pay for your lap dance, man.
Excelsior.
But I don't carry money, so... yeah, he has to at least say Excelsior.
Yeah.
Who's directing this?
I
haven't checked.
Does it matter?
It does not matter, but
I'd actually like to know.
Tim Miller.
It seems like he's
Tim Miller.
He's
is
really...
that like Frank Miller's brother? Or?
Timmy
hope
boy.
not.
Not familiar
This
with
is
that.
worried
his
if it was.
directorial debut, actually.
Wow.
Just
That's
from
nice.
that trailer, it looks
Good
like
job,
he's
sir.
right on the money.
He directed the opening sequence to Thor: The Dark World.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
He's still in the comic
what
world.
hell of a way to start out, I'll say that, in a good way.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I think this guy's going to have quite a career ahead of him.
Let's hope so. If that trailer was any indication of anything.
Do you all think that we'll ever get Deadpool with the X-Men or with like Fantastic Four or whoever that's in this?
Well, no.
It seems like the whole Colossus thing might be what they're
Colossus.
trying.
Yeah, I can definitely see it now.
Yeah.
I could see X-Force. I don't
I
know
heard
about
that,
like any mainstream that I don't
Rob
see him
Liefeld
showing up
actually confirmed he's going to be in the X-Force movie.
Apocalypse.
Oh, nice.
He even mentions Rob Liefeld in the trailer.
But I know, like, Fox was, like, with the big success of, like, Avengers and Team Up, like, supposedly
they
they're,
want to do
like,
Fantastic Four, X-Men.
yeah, they wanted to
Spider-Man.
team up those guys together. So, yeah, I would love to see Deadpool. I mean, they'd have to tone him down a lot.
Yeah, he's too crazy to be.
Because these other ones you'd have to put him in.
But you would have to give the PG-13 movies one F-bomb to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one that you usually give to Wolverine or Magneto.
Yeah.
Goes to Deadpool, and he should mention how upset he is that he only gets one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I'd love to see it, but it would have to be some. He couldn't really break the fourth wall.
That's the catch about him.
He couldn't be himself.
Like, there's no, for me anyway, in a movie sense, there's no real possibility for a crossover.
Yeah.
Like there is, but
They
there
sort
isn't.
of do it in the comic, but I mean, even the X-Force comics. I wouldn't say necessarily tone him down, but I guess he's not the focal point.
Yeah.
But he's also.
He can't be his balls to the wall self.
Yeah. I mean, he's still all the violence and everything.
Yeah.
And he's still like silly and makes weird references, but he's not breaking the fourth wall. He's not, he's. Yeah, I don't want to say toned down, but he's not full. He's not at full Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's like they could visit his world, basically. Like Colossus is.
Yeah.
But he can't just walk
Drop
up.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if he was in X-Men Apocalypse, it'd be ridiculous.
That'd be great, like a great
I would
post-credit
love to
scene.
see that though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a post-credit where, like, Deadpool shows up. It's like, what the hell, guys? You didn't invite me to the party?
It's one of
I
those
love
things.
that.
Or it's just, like, watching, like, them fight Apocalypse eating, like, chimichangas.
Yeah.
Just kind of like,
You just see him in the background.
cheering him on.
I feel like he's one of those characters where, like, I would hate him if he was in a serious movie. But knowing what to expect going into his movie,
Yeah.
I feel like he should
makes me
like be
excited.
the first one to get killed off. Obviously, you can't kill him.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know that.
No.
He would just walk in.
Back.
Yeah. He
I
would just
think
get
he would
blown
be.
up or
I
something.
think Deadpool showing up in another movie would be great for Deadpool fans.
Yeah.
And really annoying for anyone else.
Yeah.
But there's going to be so many more Deadpool fans after this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna create a
It's
whole
not
new
going to
wave.
do as.
He's
I mean,
gonna
just because it's rated R, it's not going to do as well.
Well, it's coming out in February.
I think it will.
Which February is usually like
sweet.
where
Yeah, I mean,
and
People that would
Deadpool, yeah.
people that would
I
take
think
their
the whole
kids.
thing about R-rated, like PG-13. I think it makes more money, but I don't think it's as significant as a lot of
Well, I think
executives think it is.
people that are going to take their kids to see Avengers are not going to take
True.
their kids to see the
But
R-rated.
another thing you have to
Deadpool
get,
movie.
because I was kind of thinking about this when like the trailer leaked,
And whether we like it or not, a
and
lot
kind
of
of-
the people seeing these
So actually was kind of
Marvel
doing a bit
movies
of
are
mental
kids.
prepping for this video. Just so I was thinking like with a February release, I mean releasing in the summer it would still do well, but it's not going to compete with like Civil War, Batman, Superman, and all that stuff. But in February, where I don't think it's going to have any competition at all. Like maybe like a few movies here and there,
An
but
action flick.
yeah, like an action flick or something like
Sean
that, or maybe
Penn and
Yeah.
maybe like a thriller drama movie.
Yep.
Well,
But
Kingsman came out this
yeah,
February.
Liam
Kingsman
Neeson
came out,
and-
and that
Taken
did
4.
really well for a February release.
But
But also,
I think Deadpool will do better than Taken 4.
That's what I
yeah.
hear.
But another thing you have to consider is the fact that how popular Deadpool is. Like, if you did a rated R superhero movie, not Deadpool, it might do okay. Like, it maybe make its money back. But Deadpool,
How did Blade do financially?
I think Blade did well enough.
How did Watchmen do?
Watchmen did all right.
Yeah. But I mean, like, they're already, apparently Wesley Snipes is already or sat down with Marvel
Yeah,
to
he wants to
possibly reprise his
possibly
role. Or,
bring him back.
yeah.
Restart it.
But I mean, like, yeah, because I mean, it did well enough to get 3 movies. And I'd say the Blade movies probably did come out around that same time, like probably February, January, something like that. So I think with Deadpool, I mean, and also Deadpool's way more popular than Blade. So I think just with like the casual fans who maybe just like the idea of Deadpool, don't really read the comics or anything. That alone,
I saw that Hot Topic.
yeah, that alone is gonna get a big
That's
crowd.
what that is.
And then you've got your big Deadpool comic book reader fans.
We've been dying for this.
Yeah, who've been wanting a
Yes.
Deadpool movie, especially after how bad he was portrayed in Wolverine Origins. I think they're gonna be like,
That movie was
okay,
tough
yes.
anyway,
I can't wait for the generic TV spots that make him look like Spider-Man or something, and drag a bunch of people who have no
I
idea
love
what
them
they're
to
getting
do.
into.
Kinda
Ready for the little kids
Ouch.
that go and then are just.
but that would be the best thing ever for them, though. Like the parents, because you know there will be the parents. Oh, it's a superhero.
Yeah, that like more really look into the
That
details
have
of
no
it. like,
idea.
have no
Looks like
idea what they're
Spider-Man.
getting
Come
into.
on.
Yeah, I'll drop you off at the movie theater, whatever.
It's like, oh, this is rated R. Like, you know, guy at the door or whatever. You know, this is rated R. Like, what?
It's a superhero,
Oh,
right?
but whatever.
Fine, let's go see Minions too.
It's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Unless
another
it's-
thing about it being out in February, competing against other action movies. Like, we are in a society right now where we are very just hungry for more superhero movies.
Yeah, like
So putting it out at a time when there's not one in theaters is a very good move.
yeah, like this will definitely hold people over until the bigger ones like
Yeah.
Batman, Superman.
Oh,
Civil
yeah, I'm
War.
glad this one's coming out
Go back to the
first.
TV
Yeah.
spots too. I hope Deadpool kind of does his own TV. Like they don't even really show stuff from the movie.
Yeah.
He does his own
Yeah.
TV spot. Like, come see the movie. We can't show you anything on TV.
I mean,
That'd be
Yeah, I think he'll do.
That's
It'll be
why-
unconventional.
Yeah.
I hope.
That's what
Yes,
I
I
want to
hope.
see. But
yeah, because I think that would sell better than
'cause
showing
you
an
can't even-
actual trailer of the
you can't
movie.
even really show him shooting people and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
because just
too
in that,
violent for
yeah,
the
just in
movie.
that trailer, like he's shooting brains out and.
Yeah.
Like, our trailers only run after midnight.
But I mean, again, I don't think Deadpool would really need a whole lot of advertisement though. Just the fact that people know it's coming out. Most people probably
There's so much buzz online.
yeah, so much buzz
yeah.
online
yeah,
and
word,
like
word of
the-
mouth will do this one justice.
Yeah.
Enough.
Speaking of Hot Topic, they're gonna they're gonna boom after this in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the Harley Quinn, Deadpool stuff.
More than they already are now.
Time to invest
Yeah.
in Hot Topic before.
Oh
Buy some
yeah.
Hot Topic stock.
Yeah.
Right, do it now.
Buy one, get one
It's
free.
gonna go way up. I don't even know what shares in Hot Topic are running.
And imagine, I mean, Deadpool and Harley Quinn are some of the most popular costumes at, like, Comic-Cons. Imagine after these two movies, I'd say half the, like, females that go to Comic-Cons are going to be Harley Quinns, and then half the males are going to be Deadpool.
And then the other half of the females are going to be Deadpool.
Yeah, then there'll be
Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
They'll be dressing their dogs up as Dogpool.
Yeah.
That'd be
And then the
amazing.
other half of the guys will be Leto's Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leto's Joker.
Yeah. And then a small little, handful of them that are the Heath Ledger Joker.
And then you'll
That
see
won't-
like
that
one
won't-
Scott Pilgrim.
That won't go away because
Yeah.
it's so easy.
Right. I agree with that.
See one. Yeah, there's always some random dude who nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm my own superhero.
It's like, I just woke up and showed up here, man. I don't know.
I'm Bible Man.
But I want to see a Bible Man movie.
Oh yes, please, yes.
I want to see Deadpool versus Bible Man.
Is that an actual hero?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
We're watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Played by none other than child sitcom star Willie Ames.
What?
You're missing
Oh my
Oh,
god.
incredible.
we're looking this up.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's incredible.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. Let's just go
It's,
ahead and wrap this up.
We
What, Bible Man podcast next? I'm down for
we
that.
have to do the Bible Man one next.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Any
We
closing
we can put
statements before we start
we
plugging
can
you
put-
all's channels?
Yeah.
We can put Bible Man on my channel if it's too stupid for yours. I'm good with that.
Okay. Anyway, final thoughts. I think we're
Deadpool
all.
looks amazing.
Yes.
I agree 100%.
I'd say with all these superhero movies where a lot of things could potentially go wrong, like Batman, Superman, Civil War, Deadpool's the one where I don't think even if something goes wrong, it's not going to matter. Just because it's in that Deadpool, movie. So
Then he can just point it out in the next movie.
yeah, even if they had, production problems or something like that, it's kind of like, yeah, we had to, cut the budget. They can easily just put that into
Yeah.
what Deadpool's like. So we were supposed to have a big
This
explosion
is a really
here,
honest film.
but we did
Oh, did you guys
budget
see how bad that
cuts. So
CGI was? I had
Yeah.
nothing to do with that.
yeah, so whatever problems they potentially could have, which I doubt it, since it seems like the film's probably pretty much done.
Finance, well enough.
Yeah, but if for whatever reason there was a problem, just rewrite.
it's definitely-
bam, fixed.
It definitely has a pretty big budget. It's
Yeah.
not an Avengers budget, though.
No.
I think at the worst, it's an average action flick with
Yeah.
Especially
with a lot of
these
humor.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the Deadpool.
Yeah, at the highest, I mean, it's got a really high ceiling to be one of the
Yeah.
better comic movies.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm not worried. They screwed up once; they'll learn from their mistake.
Yeah.
I think they don't. It's not always true, but I think in this case,
Yeah. And I think it will be a breath of fresh air for a rated R, just
Oh, yeah.
crazy fun
Yes.
superhero movie. And hopefully other movies will kind of take some pointers. I mean, obviously they're not going to be as outlandish and crazy as Deadpool, but at least I don't know, take some aspects
props
of the film.
to Fox, I guess.
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah.
For taking the
Yeah,
chance.
Fox is stepping their game up.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, if this is how they're going to compete with Marvel,
I mean,
please go.
Days of
go right
Future
ahead.
Past fixed all the terrible continuity errors and problems with the other X-Men movies, which again I
That's
like.
another case of they screwed it up once, now they're fixing
Yeah,
it.
because again,
Yeah.
I mean, granted they had to essentially make a movie to fix it, but it was a good movie though.
Yeah.
It was a good
It
movie.
was.
So I mean, again, more props to them to make a good movie to fix.
There's actually
the bad
there's a new
parts.
cut of Days of Future Past out too.
There's what?
There's a new cut of Days of Future
Yeah, the
Past
road
out called
cut.
the Road
I haven't
Cut.
seen
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Do you know what the difference is?
I have no idea.
No, it's like 20 plus extra minutes with, I guess, just obviously more stuff with Rogue.
Yeah.
But I guess more stuff with more stuff with Storm. Just the older cast, I think.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think, but
I care significantly less about that now.
yeah.
I could be it could be somewhat different than that.
It's always well, there's more in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not super high on the list. I'll
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, I guess if you guys want to go ahead and start plugging away.
That
Before we wrap
sounds
this up.
dirty.
It is the internet.
Did you click on
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm Reverend Spaceman at Rev Spaceman on Twitter, Reverend Spaceman on Comics and Media. I think it's Reverend Spaceman or Rev Spaceman on Instagram. I don't use it that much.
It's a good plug.
I do Pasty Pale After Dark. I've got the Bluntcast up coming up, where I'm going to talk with Dave and probably one of you guys once or twice, episode by episode, about Blunt Talk. And
hopefully we'll get an interview with Jonathan Ames. And he does follow us both on Twitter, so
he does, because that means something after all.
Yeah.
So he says.
Probably going to do an episode by episode of Childhood's End too, and that hits Sci-Fi Sippy in December. So check me out.
I'm on Twitter at Filmbeef Phil. I'm on the Filmbeef podcast, which is a movie review podcast. We've also got some interviews on there with a couple directors and writers, indie guys. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, any podcasting app.
Very easy to find.
Yeah. And, we've got some YouTube videos. We have what we call cutlets, which are short movie reviews in video form.
Yeah, particularly like your Daredevil one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to make.
Just as a Catholic thing, I thought that was one of the highlights of that video.
So check those out, and subscribe and write reviews about us on iTunes and all that good stuff. I'm also on Death DVR podcast, which we're covering season 2 of True Detective episode by episode as they air. So they come out on Sunday nights, early Monday mornings, depends. Got a couple guys affiliated with that doing the Mr. Robot season 1, which is on USA. I've heard it's very good, so check that out.
As have I. I haven't seen it, but I hear it's good.
And you can follow both of those at Filmbeef Podcast, at Death to DVR on Twitter.
Alrighty. So, that's a wrap, everyone. Until next time, cheers.